This is the new updated Skoda Enyaq Coupe 85X Lauren and Clement, and in today's video I'm going to be test driving this new Skoda Enyaq Coupe for the very first time. This has the new updated electric motors with better efficiency and more power, and also this is the brand new trim level for 2024 Lauren and Clement, the top luxury trim level. And in today's video, I'm going to give you guys my first impressions of this car, and I'm also going to be testing a new feature, which is preconditioning of the battery in this car. And it being cold outside, this car can also do it manually, which is a huge deal for people who live in colder climates. And you may be thinking, hey Chris, this much snow in Oslo this early in the year? Well, actually not. I'm not in Oslo, and I'm not in the Czech either. I'm actually in the south of Germany, in Munich. Yeah, believe it or not, we're right outside of the airport here in Munich, and I'm going to be driving this car to Austria in this video. Before I take this out on the road and drive from Munich to Austria, which is a few hours away, I just want to show you guys the exterior and the interior quickly, this being the new Lauren and Clement trim level, or L&K for short. So this has a brand new dark gray pink color for the model year 2024, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is a new color. What is new, at least in the L&K trim, is platinum gray lower details on the bumper. That is brand new. And this being the model year 24, it's called 85X versus the old version called 80X. 85 is indicating that this has the new updated electric motors with more power. X, as before, still means four-wheel drive. Moving over to the side, this is the coupe. I'm going to do a video on the SUV later on, but this is the car I have today for test driving. This has, exclusive to the L&K trim, 21-inch wheels, and I do think that they are really nice. I do like the exterior styling of this car. This being the Lauren and Clement here, you can see that it has the Lauren and Clement badging there, which is, you know, the most luxurious trim level in Skodas. This also has the illuminated grille. Not a huge fan of that. It is a little bit gaudy, but at night it does look cool. Lower part of the bumper is now in platinum gray, as the lower part of the rear bumper. Overall, it just has a really nice elevated look, more luxurious than that VRS version. So let's take a step inside. You can have this in two colors. There's a light colored interior and this, the black colored interior. This does have exclusive piping for the Lauren and Clement here, that brown piping, and then you have the embroidering there on the headrest, and then you have exclusive stitching there on the center console and on the dashboard. I think this being the L&K trim, it does come with basically all the bells and whistles as standard. You have the upgraded Canton sound system, you have the power operated heated and cooled seats with 2-position memory, leather steering wheel, and the new updated brand new infotainment system. So this is a new infotainment system from the ground up. I think it just shares the screen and the screen size, but other than that, the hardware underneath is new, and also the software, where they have implemented a lot more of the functionality, like the HVAC controls on the main screen here. So everything is ready, available. If you want to do heated seats, it's right there. If you want to do the cool seats, it's right there. If you want to do the temperature, it's right there. You can sync it. So it's very easy to use. You have a heated steering wheel. That is as before on a button there, which I do prefer. So other than, this just having a little bit of different stitching and that L&K, embroiderment there on the headrest, this doesn't actually feel more luxurious than other, high trim levels in the Enyaq family. This is still hard touch plastics. Some of the switchgear still does feel cheap, but overall, this is a very nice cabin and a huge upgrade versus something like the Volkswagen ID4. Oh, there also Lauren Clement there on the bottom of the steering wheel. So yeah, that's the interior. Let's take this car out on the road and see what it is like to drive. We've now made it to the German Autobahn, and we're heading now towards Austria, towards a place called Paradies, and we're going to put the pedal to the floor here because we are on a de-restricted section of the Autobahn, and this has 285 horsepower now versus the old 265 horsepower in this 85X trim. But it has a top speed and electronic limit at 180 kilometers an hour, indicated 181, and at this speed it's stable. It's not that noisy. There's a little bit of wind buffeting coming off the wing mirrors and the front windshield, but other than that, it's pretty decent. I mean, it's comfortable. Very little tire noise and road noise here in the south of Germany because the roads is, well, very nice. The asphalt is smooth, so you're not going to have a lot of wind noise. But doing this speed for an extended period of time, yeah. I wish this car would have driven, you know, had a little bit higher top speed, especially here in Germany, but in every other market, 180 kilometers an hour is fine enough. And then we have now a Skoda Kodiaq in front of us now, going off the throttle. The transmission is in B mode, so once they let off the throttle, it just progressively, you know, just shaves off that speed and puts that energy back into the battery pack. Is there a huge difference between this and, you know, the old car with 20 horsepower less? Well, yeah, it's actually a little bit quicker pickup. I don't think, you know, the acceleration times are that big of a difference, but here the Skoda moves out of the way again. Let's do another run. And it does feel sprightly. I mean, it doesn't feel slow. It doesn't feel slow. It builds speed nicely and, you know, builds all the way up to, we hit that limiter at 180 kilometers an hour. So this is pretty decent. So now we're going to the restriction section of the Autobahn here. Now let's just, you know, indicate ourselves into the right lane. But yeah, there is a VRS model of this car. Hopefully I'll get to drive that tomorrow on the Autobahn on our way back from Austria back to the airport. That has 340 horsepower, and that should be a lot quicker than this. I'm navigated to an Ionity charging station 47 kilometers away, about half an hour, and I'm using Apple CarPlay and Google Maps. If I use the built-in navigation system, the car can preheat if it chooses a charging destination on the way. But if you don't want to use the built-in navigation system, you want more freedom, you want to use Apple Maps or Google Maps as I prefer, Apple CarPlay, then you can go into the menu here and then you can choose charging, and then you can go to optimize, and then you can start battery preheating. So at this current state of charge, which is 56% state of charge with the battery temperature being what it is, the car can achieve a maximum charging speed of 54 kilowatts. But if I give it 28 minutes here for preconditioning, it can reach 96 kilowatts. But does that estimate half an hour from here? No, it doesn't know where we're going. So if I start that preconditioning now, it says 28 minutes needed to optimize until optimum temperature, it says there. So let's wait until we are there. I'm interested to see what kind of charging speed we're going to get, because we're going to be down to, well, we're now at 56% state of charge. We're going to maybe be down to like 40 something. Let's see what charging speed we get once we get to that Ionity charging station. Okay, this is our exit. So there's an Ionity charging station somewhere here. In the meantime, let's go into the menu. Let's check what the car is saying about charging. And it says 120 kilowatts. That's not bad. So it says chargers straight ahead. And there should be Ionity chargers here and also on the other side of the road. So what this car has, it has plug and charge. So it should be easy to just, plug and charge. So where are the chargers? Over here, over here? I'm not entirely sure. Where are these Ionity chargers? Somewhere. Oh, over there. They are over here, and then they have personnel here helping us. So let's see if there's anything vacant. If not sure what we're gonna do, because it does look and seem very full. So let's ask this guy. Hello, are there any vacant chargers?
Now it's full.
It's all full?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll come back, or maybe I can go to the other side?
No, we are only here.
You're only on this side, but does plug and charge work over there? It should work, right?
Should be.
Okay. If not, I'm gonna wait.
You can park here somewhere and get coffee and get snack on our coffee van if you want.
Okay, I'll see. I'll park up and I'll find out. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So full. Okay. So that's what's happening when they're doing a press event with the Skoda Enyaq. So press people from everywhere, and it's completely full. So, but yeah, we would get 121 kilowatts. So I'm not sure if we have to test anything, or we can try to go to the other side. Let's stop here. I'll try to navigate to the other side and see if it's not too far away. I have to go to the toilet. Yeah, this was the right call, driving to the other side, because all the chargers here are vacant because there isn't a press event here. So this is pretty cool. Okay, so we have the charging port on the right, left, rear side, not sure. But okay, 134 kilowatts, that's what the car is saying now. So let's hop out, let's see if we get 134 kilowatts. If we do, then this preheating, preconditioning, yeah, really does work. Where's the charge port? There should be like with the petrol cars or diesel cars, like an arrow. I drive so many different cars, so I'm a little bit confused sometimes. But yeah, this should have plug and charge. Let's hop out and see if that works. So let's see if I can do this one-handed. The charge port is on the passenger side. Yeah, it is more than long enough. So let's just hold this steady, because when the car is communicating with the charger, it's a good idea to hold the cable, the connector, steady, because if there's a little bit of room, a little bit of wiggle room, if the connector moves, that can mean a failed connection, a failed communication. So let's see what happens there, what the screen's saying. It says, I don't know, it says use an app. This should have plug and charge. It's all in German, let's see. English. With contract, authorized payment, yeah, but I don't have, this should have plug and charge. Yeah. I thought this was going to be easy. Apparently not. Let's disconnect this again. Let's try again. Welcome to Ionity. Start. Okay. Let's try again. This car should have plug and charge. That's what we were told. And that's what the guy said also. Oh, now something's happening. Yeah, I can feel the vibration, the water cooling. So I think this is going to start now. I think so. But it's still green over there. Let's hold this steady for a little bit. Because of the glare, it's not easy to see what's happening. But maybe not. It just tells me to authorize the payment. I'll hop in the car and check if there's some kind of charging card in there. If not, I'll have to go back to the other side. Then this is a fail. Okay, so I'm back at the other side, and you said that plug and charge has worked here with other cars?
Yes.
Okay, let's try this again. But I don't know, is there a reason why? Do you know why it wouldn't work over there?
Some technical issues with our other side.
Okay, so some technical issues. So it should just be plug like this, and then maybe hold the connector for a few seconds. And well, here it's working. Okay, yeah. Bitte warten. Please wait. In the other side, nothing happened. Let's see, but I couldn't see the screen either because of the glare. So let's see if this works better. Well, it's blue. On the other side, it was just green, so it's probably gonna work. Ah, there, you can hear the clicking sounds from the relays. So I think this is gonna work. So do you know why it didn't work over there? Technical issues with the charging station, or?
I didn't communicate with the other side.
Yeah, okay. But because it should just be registered with Ionity, and then it should work everywhere, right? Yeah, it should work everywhere. Okay, so let's take a look at what kind of charging speed we're gonna get here. The car said 134 kilowatts, something like that. At 38%, that's pretty good. That's pretty decent. The old charging speed was like 130, 135 kilowatts peak. Oh, we're getting more than that. Oh my God, we're getting 150, but it's throttling. I want to go higher, but probably just dialing down the amperage to 400 amps. But yeah, this is pretty decent. 151 kilowatts at 39%. That is a lot better than what we've gotten earlier in any of these Skoda Enyaqs. I just want to give a huge thanks to today's video sponsor, Elton, the most awesome charging app if you live in Norway, Sweden, Finland, or Denmark. And if we were in any of those countries, we could actually charge at these Ionity chargers with the Elton charging app. The Elton charging app works with almost all charge point operators in the Nordic countries. So one charging app, one payment method will let you charge at almost all charge point operators, making charging on the road, when going on trips, just owning an EV and charging so much easier. So if you want to download the Elton charging app, there will be a link in the description box down below. almost 3 hours after I started from the airport in Munich. I'm here in Pyradius in Austria, a nature or mountain resort. I mean, the nature here is spectacular. I'm gonna overlay some footage from these mountains here in the background. It's just really, really cool, really pretty, this place here. But it is also very cold. It is, I don't know, minus 7, 8 degrees Celsius here now. A lot of snow. So basically like home back in back in Oslo, just a lot more snow. We don't have a lot of snow in Oslo, but we've had a lot of cold lately. But yeah, it's minus 5.5 degrees here. That's basically what it was in Oslo yesterday. But okay, driven this car a few hundred kilometers now. In between this video, or in the middle of this video, I also filmed a range test, which will be my next video out. And I recommend you guys to go check that out because I'm impressed by this car. I've driven it on the Autobahn. I've driven it through the Alps now here in Austria, on snow-covered roads, on icy roads, on dry roads. So this is a real test. We've had temperatures as cold as minus 7, 8 degrees and as warm as 4, 5 degrees Celsius. So I've been able to test this car in different conditions, and it is pretty impressive. And you know, this consumption I'm going to show you guys now is with you know, a range test in the middle of here. But from start today, 276 kilometers, 23.4 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, and that is not bad considering the conditions. Yes, average speed is pretty low at 68 kilometers an hour, but I'm impressed by this upgrade to an already very good car. I already like the Skoda Enyaq a whole bunch, and this just makes it better. So I can't wait to drive the VRS tomorrow. So that will come out in a few videos. We're gonna spend the night here and then going back to Munich tomorrow and then flying back to Norway. But on my way back to Munich, I'll be able to drive the VRS. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please drop me a thumbs up down below. And for more car content, as always, please subscribe. See you guys later and goodbye.